Hi friends, welcome to Jyothi IT Solutions. Now I am going to show you what is Docker Swarm and how to set up Docker Swarm master and worker nodes. First of all, we will see what is Docker. A swarm consists of multiple Docker hosts which run in swarm mode and act as managers and workers. A given Docker host can be a manager, a worker, or perform both roles. When you create a service, you define its optimal state, that is, number of replicas, network, and storage resources available to its port the service exposes to the outside world, and more. Docker works to maintain that desired state. For example, if a worker node becomes unavailable, Docker schedules that node tasks on other nodes. A task is a running container which is part of a swarm service and managed by a swarm manager as opposed to a standalone container. One of the key advantages of swarm services over standalone containers is that you can modify a service's configuration including the networks and volumes it is connected to without the need to manually restart the service. Docker will update the configuration, stop the service tasks with the out of the date configuration and create new ones matching the desired configurations. Now we'll see what is nodes. A node is an instance of Docker engine participating in the swarm. You can also think of this as a Docker node. You can run one or more nodes on a single physical computer or a cloud server, but production swarm deployments typically include Docker nodes distributed across multiple physical and cloud machines. Now, Docker Swarm consists one or more multiple manager nodes. To deploy your application to a swarm, you submit a service definition to a manager node. The manager node dispatches units of work called tasks to worker nodes. Manager nodes also perform the orchestration and cluster management functions required to maintain the desired state of the swarm. Manager nodes elect a single leader to conduct orchestration tasks. Next component is worker nodes. Worker nodes receive and execute tasks dispatched from the manager node. By default, manager nodes also run services as worker nodes, but you can configure them to run manager tasks exclusively and may manager only nodes. An agent runs on each worker node and reports on the tasks assigned to it. The worker node notifies the manager node of the current state of its assigned tasks so that the manager can maintain the desired state of each worker node. Another component on Docker Swarm is service and tasks. Service. A service is the definition of the tasks to execute on the manager or worker nodes. It is the central structure of the swarm system and the primary root of user interaction with the swarm. When you create a service, you specify which container image to use and which commands to execute inside running container. In the replicated service model, the swarm manager distributes a specific number of replica tasks among the nodes based upon the scale you set in the desired state. For global service, the swarm runs one task for the service on every available node in the cluster. Next, task. A task carries a Docker container and the commands to run inside the container. It is the atomic scheduling unit of swarm. Swarm manager nodes Assign tasks to worker nodes according to the number of replicas set in the service scale. Once a task is assigned to a node, it cannot move to another node. It can only run on the assigned node or fail. Next one is load balancing. External components such as cloud load balancers can access the service on the published port of any node in the cluster, whether or not the node is currently running the task for the service. All nodes in the swarm root ingress connections to a running task instances. Swarm mode has an internal DNS component that automatically assigns each service in the swarm as a DNS entry. The swarm manager uses internal load balancing to distribute requests among services within the cluster based upon the DNS name of the service. Now let us move to how to set up Docker Swarm. Docker includes a feature called Swarm mode, which allows you to build a distributed cluster of Docker machines to run your containers. Docker Swarm provides many useful features and can helpful facilitate orchestration, high availability, and scaling. Let us build a swarm. To build a swarm, we need, for configuring a swarm, we need one manager minimum and two worker nodes with Ubuntu 18.0 4 Bionic package I am using here. I already created 3 instances on AWS. I am taking AWS instances here. Then I already installed Docker. You can see how to install the Docker in my previous videos. I already logged into my master server. This is my Docker Swarm master. I already installed Docker Community Edition on the Swarm Manager server and other 2 worker servers also. Now I will initialize the swarm. For this command is, in this swarm I am going to initialize the swarm and I will check Docker info and Docker nodes is attached to this swarm or not. I will take this swarm init syntax. I will give here. Then I will give the master's public IP. This is my swarm master. I will take the private IP. I have to give the private IP, not public IP. It will initialize the Docker Swarm. Here we can see the one token, Docker Swarm join token. Then I will log into my worker node. I will take the worker node public IP, worker 1 public IP. I will log in with putty tool. I already installed Docker Community Edition in this node. As well as I will log in into worker 2 node. 146 is my worker 2. 178 worker node. 143 is my master. This is my worker, my master. I will take this join command. I already installed Dominica Community Edition on my 2 worker nodes. So I will give that join command in this my worker node. Before that, I will give the sudo permission. This node is showing this node joined SVM as a worker. I'll give my second worker node the token. Sorry. I'll copy once again this token. My second worker also joined to Swam Master. I'm going to Swam Master. Here I will see Docker info. This command will show some information regarding the Docker Swam. You can see here I'll go move up. You can see here Swam active node ID, Swam node ID and master true, cluster ID and masters 1, nodes 3, total nodes is showing. All are nodes, master and workers under default, address pool and other information. So providing this command will clear the screen. Then I will check the nodes, how many nodes are joined in this Docker Swam. Docker node ls is the syntax to check the nodes, how many is joined. And this is my master node. It's showing a star symbol here and you can see leader, manager status. All are actively available and status is ready. We can work with these 3 nodes, all are active state. Now we'll learn how to set up Docker Swarm. Next video we'll see new topic regarding Docker Swarm. Subscribe my channel for further notifications. Watch my series of videos. You will become familiar with Docker. Any queries, comment it. Thank you.